Hello and welcome back to Sorta Strategy and another episode of Deck Discovery. This time I'm going to be talking about Hakai. I'm a little late to the party. These guys were actually announced before Zanki, or as they're now known, Process Slayer, which I'm not sure if I like that name, but oh well, it's not too bad. Not the worst. It could be worse. It could be Tree Toad or no, what was the shit name again? Tree Toad. Totally awesome. It could be as bad as that. Okay. So anyway, yeah, moving on, back on topic. Hakai, I missed the day they were announced. I think I was at Nationals, or was the day... I was at Nationals, I think, when they were announced. So yeah, I took a day break off then. So yeah, I guess I'll jump straight in. These guys look pretty cool. I don't know if I like them as much as the Zanki guys, but yeah, they're pretty cool too. I'd probably make both if I could, but we'll see when they come out. Anyway, gonna move straight on. So first thing is, I'd like to point out, as I've seen most of these already, but... fire and water, I'm so glad these aren't light and dark. Jesus Christ, and that's just amazing. Anyway, Hakai Duji Ara, level 3 fire fiend effect monster, 1500, 1500. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. You can target one card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Also cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for fiends. Okay, so it locks you to fiend, which is good, a bit of future proofing, we'll say. They're still really good. And then the second effect, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, except for by this guy's effect, you can special summon a Hakai monster from your hand or deck, except for this guy, which is pretty good. So if he's popped by spoilers, this guy pops as well. You can special summon one from the deck, which is pretty savage. So this is a hand effect. Then the next one, Hakai Duji Rakia, level 3 water fiend effect monster, 1500, 1500 also. You can use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. Quick effect. Target card you control, destroy it. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for fiend monsters. So this guy doesn't summon from the hand, but he does have a quick effect, which is decent, I suppose. I might have just thought of something. You can... Okay, so next card. Hakashin no Magatama, level 8 Dark Fiend effect. So these guys will probably have their names changed, I would assume. I don't know though. 0 attack, 3000. You can only use this card's name second and third effect once per turn each. Gains 300 for each Hakai card in your graveyard, which is good. And then you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolved, link summon a Dark Link monster using only that opponent's monster and this card you control as materials. Okay, so that's not a quick effect. When I said, oh, I think I might have just thought of something. So this guy has to be normal summoned and then use his effect on other player's turn. I was thinking maybe if you could pop one of your own things, summon this guy from the deck and quick effect, use his effect, but this isn't a quick effect, so it's not. It only works if you're going second, pretty much, unless you want to just summon him and link him away with this guy, which is fine too, I guess. You can target face a monster your opponent controls immediately after this effect resolves. Link summon a Dark Link monster using only that opponent's monster and the card you control as this card you control as materials. Okay, so that's one removal. If this card is on the field, it's destroyed by battle or card effect. Target Hakai monster in your graveyard except for this guy. Special summon it. Okay. Alright, so the link 2 then. So this is what you're going to make using this guy and an opponent's monster. Hakashin Ragia. What is that similar to this one? Rakia, I guess. Yeah, similar. If not, pretty much the same. Link 2 Dark Fiend effect monster, 1800 attack, top and bottom. Materials: 2 monsters, including a Hakashin monster. So that's the opponent's monster and this guy here. You can only use the first and second effects once per turn each. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, very important. You can target a face-up special summon monster your opponent controls immediately after this effect resolves. Link summon a Dark Link monster except for this guy, using an opponent's monster and this card as materials, making the next card, which is a link 3. And then if this guy is destroyed by battle card effect, you can target a fiend in your graveyard except for this, add it to your hand. So this special summons from the grave. The small guys, the level 3 special summon from the deck. And these guys I think add from hand from memory. Yeah. Add it to your hand, yeah. Okay, anyway, next guy. So that's pretty good. The quick effect's very important. So that's 2 removals. And then next card, Hakashin Arba. Link 3 Dark Fiend Link effect monster, 2400 attack, top, bottom left and bottom right, not bad. 2+ link monsters including a Hakashin monster. You can only use this first and second effects once per turn each. Target a card your opponent controls, a monster your opponent controls, But it doesn't say special summon monster, which is nice. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon a dark link, except for this guy, using only the opponent's monsters, and this card you control as material. So next is the link 4, I guess. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target a fiend in your graveyard, except for this, add it to your hand. So yeah, pretty solid. My worry about these is that you could probably make them an engine. They might be like, then again they're locked to fiend after that, so maybe they're not. I was thinking they might be like guard dragons kind of, but I think these are better than more like less splashable than guard dragons, because guard dragons say while they're on the field you can't summon except for dragons, but that's not enough, like obviously, as we all know. But these guys lock you to fiends for the rest of the turn. Well, the level 3s do, so that's pretty good. Only opponent's monsters, materials, yeah. If this, we read that already. Okay, so the next thing, link 4, and we've got some spells coming, not too bad. Hakai Soshin Raigu. I probably said that really bad, but anyway. Link 4, Dark Fiend, link effect. Attack 3000, top, bottom left, bottom, and bottom right. Materials, 2+ monsters, including a link. You can only use this card's first, second, and third effects once per turn each. Right, if a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, other than a Hakai, this guy basically, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. So if the water guy destroys a card on either player's turn, you can destroy it, or if the fire guy does it, he's not quick effect though, you can destroy it. So that's destroy another card, which is solid. That's another few removals actually. I'll count them up at the end. And then when another monster is destroyed by battle, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. Okay, so if he... It doesn't have to be him either that does it, so that's pretty good. During the end phase, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. Jesus, okay. Right, so let's start from the beginning here, right? So you summon these boys. Summon this guy. One removal by linking away with one of your opponent's monsters. Another removal by linking away with one of your opponent's monsters. Another removal by linking away with opponent's monsters. They're pretty much impossible to stop unless you have a monster negate. You can't chain to that though, can you? No. Oh no, they do target though. Actually, so you can chain, never mind. Then this guy. If it's destroyed by a card effect other than this, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. So, I don't know, let's say you don't get this, just for argument's sake. When another monster is destroyed by battle, so let's say this guy attacks, that's an attack removal, I guess, if you want to count that. Target a card in the field, destroy it, that's 5 removals now. And then you end your turn, and then you destroy another card, that's 6 removals. And then if a card in the field is destroyed by a card effect other than this guy, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. So let's say you leave the water guy on field, quick effect, pop one of your cards. This guy can destroy another card then. So that's like 7 removals if you get them all off, which is unlikely, but you might, like. So if you get these off, it could be a blowout, do you mean? Like, this seems pretty good. I'm thinking these guys only need 1 or 2 monsters on the field at all times, which means that Mystic Mind might be a bit of a pain in the ass against this deck if they're playing that. That's only gonna... They could side it if they're going first with like Metaverse or something like that. Yeah, that's just a thought in my head. Anyway, hopefully Mystic Mind will be banned by the time these guys come out. But anyway, yeah. Midbreaker Field, does that help this deck too? Maybe. It's limited to 1 now though, right? So we'll see. And it probably won't do that much, but you know what I mean. Alright, next, first spell card. 2 spell cards here. First and second effect, once per turn each. Add a Hakai from your deck to your hand. Wow, a Rota, really solid. You can't argue with that. Hakai card, so it adds a spell as well. Or a trap, if they have traps. Well, we know that there's a trap, actually, I think. With the art at the top. If this set card is destroyed by card effects, you can special summon Hakai from the deck. So, yeah, that's pretty good. You can set this and pop it with one of the level 3s, which is nice. Then this guy, continuous spell. Oh, I should probably read the names. The Shackles of I don't know how to say that. I don't know. Whale of Hakaishin. Continuous spell card. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. You can link... If you link summon Hakai Link Monster, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. Wow. This makes your 7 possible removals go up to like... What? 10 possible removals? Jesus. And then if this card is destroyed by card effect, special summon a Hakai monster from the deck. I assume that... Okay, so all the spells have the second effect is the same. Which is pretty nice, because if this is a continuous spell and they want to remove it, like Twin Twisters is pretty much no good against this deck. Like, you could... If you were going first, you could probably... Not that you'd want to, but you could possibly just set, you know, 3 or 4 if you brick. And then just basically... Sorry, excuse me. And then just basically, you know, if they Twin Twister or MSC or some shit, get some sort of benefit from that. You can summon the big level 8 wolf guy. First trap card. Oh, and there's the second one. That's the art from the top. You can only use the first and second effects once per turn each. Target Hakai you control at one card in the field, destroy both. Wow, okay, more removal, more destruction. If this card is destroyed by card effect, special summon a Hakai from the deck. So this is a minus Hakai monster you control and one card in the field, destroy it. So you lose this card, you lose the monster, gain from the monster's effect when it's destroyed, and then destroy an opponent's monster. So you break even as far as yeah, you break even if this goes up. And then if it's destroyed, summon a Hakai from the deck, the same as the spells. Last card, I'm pretty sure. Yep, last card. That's Hakai Homily, by the way. Hakai Dual Dirge, normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn each. Special summon a Hakai monster from your hand or graveyard. With the amount of quick effects, and then coming back to your turn, going through the whole link climb chain again would be pretty devastating. If this set card is destroyed by card effect, special summon a Hakai monster from the deck as well. Wow. Okay, so you can set these and then pop them with your level 3s. And that summons from the deck and gets your ball rolling. Also, these might work with like Diagram or something like that. If you can get like a True Draco engine and knock it. You wouldn't run any of the monsters though. Probably with Worms. I mean, the True Kings, because they're obviously not Fiend. But you could run like a weird engine with just a few of the spells or something like that. Maybe even the traps, I guess. But yeah, that is everything. Yeah, this deck seems pretty fucking cool. I like the art a lot. I think I prefer the Zanki guys over these, but these guys seem like a slower, more control-based deck, but still annoying as fuck because they remove all your shit. Anyway, that is that. I'm going to end this here. Drop a like if you liked, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm probably going to cover the Tanway as well. I know they were announced ages ago, but now they've had their stuff announced in a few different pages like this, so it'd be kind of annoying to have to go through all three of them. At least now I can just search them on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and do the Tanways pretty easily. It's late to the party, but oh well, I don't mind. Tanway look pretty cool, so I'm willing to cover them. Will I do Marincess and will I do the Dragon Princess things when they come out? The Dragon Princess, not Dragon Princess, what are they called? Dragon Maidens or whatever, they're a deck that I wouldn't build, and same with Marincess, but the Marincess are definitely going to be competitive enough, so I'll probably cover them, but I'm not sure. I would definitely not be too interested in them personally. And then there's another deck actually coming out with the Dragon Mates and Zanki. So, but they look pretty cool. But we've only seen one of their monsters so far. It's that big, like black dragon thing that kind of looks like a skink. He's got like little, really short arms. But yeah. Anyway, that was a bit of a ramble. But anyway, subscribe if you want to see them is what I was supposed to be saying. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye bye.